What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another unboxing showcase review, and we are continuing on with the Marvel Legends Spider-Man retro card. We have here Spider-Man Unlimited, very cool. We got an announcement of this figure a little while back, and now here we go. This is actually pretty cool. I remember watching this animation when I was a kid. Did I really watch all of it? Probably not. I really don't have any memorable scenes. I just remember the whole look of it, and you know, there was some cool, you know, I guess you can say ideas of what the suit and everything all about it. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. I love, you know, how we have a whole spider universe of Spider-Man that we can play around with and have different looks and alternate outfits, alternate Peter Parkers and things like that. So this was actually not a bad pickup, because I actually wanted this version from the Spider-Man animated series. Because look at it. That, to me, this is a cool suit. And I think they kind of did a good job with, you know, the new sculpt and things like that. So let's take a look and see if this figure is actually pretty good. We have the packaging, of course. This, as you can see, your typical Toy Biz old, you know, retro card look. And of course we have Spider-Man Unlimited right there, and on the back we have the rest of the wave here, and then alternate hands, things like that, and then your bio. So you guys know we're going to open this up right here so you guys can see how it looks when we open it. As far as it goes, let's get it on. All right guys, there you have it. He's out of the box. Let's take a look at the accessories that we got, as well as paint and sculpt, and then of course we'll go over articulation. So we got a pair of fists, a pair of wall crawling hands, and a pair of thwipping hands. All right, let's go over paint and sculpt. This body seems very familiar, and I feel like it's the new Giant Man body. You know what? Give me a second. Let me get the Giant Man body. All right. I had to take the jacket off, but from what I can see, there's a let's see. So same legs. We'll stick with that. We have the same legs. Same. Are the arms the same? No, they're slightly bigger. The arms are definitely bigger on Spider-Man, so that's interesting. No, you know what, I'm gonna take that back. They're the same. Arms are the same. Yeah, their arms are the same. Okay, arms are the same, but the difference is the torso. And I think of course this is a new sculpt here. So I see the difference in the torso and of course the butterfly joints, because that had to change too with the sculpt. But everything else is, yeah, arms and legs. That's what he's got. So that's why it looks familiar. So yeah, okay. So let's put him back. But paint and sculpt. The sculpt, we have, you know, simple head, which actually looks good. Doesn't look good. It doesn't look bad at all. Luckily the paint, for what I found, was applied pretty nicely on the eyes, so there's no bleed anywhere on there. Because this is pretty much all blue plastic, and then there's red applied to where it belongs. There's new sculpt on pretty much what you can see here, especially the spider logo, even in here. The problem that we do see is how the paint, you know, you got the seam line going on here, because it goes from the sides and of course up at the top here around the neck. So that's definitely an issue. It's aesthetically, it doesn't look good, but you know, that's what we're seeing. But the paint is applied pretty nicely on the logo itself. You know, even this far back here into the ab crunch. Also in the back, you can see there. So that's applied pretty nicely too. Very good. But we do have, look at that. It's just like it's got chewed up over here from God knows what. I don't think Yeah, I don't think, yeah, maybe, no, doesn't seem like it, but yeah, that's ugly, right? That's not good. Legs, I think it's the same blue, yep, same blue plastic, red application on the inside along the knee, so it's done pretty well. It's okay. The boots are new, considering that they sculpted these in there, but the paint is a little sloppy around these ring areas here, and it's not as a solid paint because the blue is bleeding in on there, so that's a problem, the way the paint is applied. And then, of course, that's pretty much it. The one thing I also noticed is that these here are actually loose. So when I was interchanging the hands, these can come off. So that's, can you call it an accessory? I mean, I guess you can, considering it is a piece that you can remove from the body and you can put it on or off if you wanted to. So yeah, the only problem with these though, because they're very soft, they don't stay in place, so they will go into the position that they're probably packaged in, so you can see that. Same thing on this side where it kind of just bends in, which I think they were supposed to just stay straight. So that's the only area that it's a nitpick, I guess. But overall, aesthetically, I mean, it looks good. This red here is not applied very nicely. You could see the bleed. It doesn't. It's kind of blending. That's pretty ugly right in the front too. And the neck, yeah. This is like a translucent plastic, so there's not much to that. But yeah, there you go. There's my paint and sculpt. Okay, for articulation, you can move side to side. It is on a hinge, which is great because he can look up and he can look down, so I'm not upset with that. There is a little bit of some tilt, little bit, but you can, yeah, it's only a little bit. We have, the arms can go up that high, bicep swivel, and then double jointed elbow, pinless, and there's some red bleeds there too, just noticed that. He has a butterfly joint, and the range on it is actually pretty good. So let's kind of see where it goes when you put them together. Yeah, that's pretty good. If they can get that close to each other, I really like that. So I'm happy with that. And of course, going back, yeah, that's pretty good. Look how far back you can make the butterfly joints very nicely. There is no articulation really in this cape. That's just gonna stay there no matter what. So it's always gonna droop down. He has an ab crunch that can go forward and back, waist swivel, and his legs can go that far, upper thigh cut, and we have the double jointed pinless knee, a boot cut, and his feet can go back that far, forward that far. We have a good pivot, and there you go. There's your articulation. Okay, let's see how tall he is, and he is just under 6.5 inches tall. All right, and for comparisons, let's start off with the usual suspects. We do have some Mythic Legions, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, Jada Toys Street Fighter, Mezco 112 Collective Gomez, some loose collector figures, some G.I. Joe Classified series, and of course some Marvel Legends. And I also have Venom here for a larger body comparison. All right, there you have it. That's my unboxing showcase review on the new retro cards, Spider-Man Marvel Legends, Spider-Man Unlimited. This is actually cool. I actually do like this figure. It's nice to see this version of Spider-Man from the animated series in action figure form. Was it executed well enough? Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, for your typical Spider-Man body that we have seen and gotten in the past, They've made some updates in regards to the sculpt of this body, but the execution of it, there's some very poor things about, you know, the paint and sculpt that really, or the paint, I should say, not the sculpt. The sculpt is fine. I actually appreciate the sculpt, but the paint issues, that's the problem here. You saw like the seam cracks that are there. You see the blemishes of where the reds that I pointed out that kind of splotched over in different places. This cape could have been, maybe they could have done something there. I don't know what they could have done. I understand this cape, but I just don't like how it is. If you know what I mean, there must be something better than that. I'm glad we got the multiple hands for this character. It's well needed for a Spider-Man character or figure. So all in all, this is pretty good. I wished for an alternate head. That would have been nice, but I'm sure we could take, you know, like a previous Peter Parker head that I have, which I could get, but unfortunately for me, I was stupid enough to not bring it over here and try it out. So maybe we'll do that later down the line. So this is actually still a good figure. I like it. I'm glad to have it with my Spider-Man collection. So let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts. So like, comment, subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Hope to see you guys soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.